Yeah, first of all, hats off to Navy and hats off to Coach Newberry. He does an unbelievable job. Um, they've got a great football team. That quarterback is the real deal. Get the utmost respect for what they do for our country. Great young men. They showed great class at the end of the game, singing the alma mater with us and us going to them. Great respect for our military and the service they provide when they graduate. Starts right there. Hats off to those guys. They kicked our butts in the second half. Um, they got a lot of seniors. They got 10 seniors on offense. Every guy that touched the ball tonight for their team was a senior. Both slot backs, the fullback, the quarterback, and the wideout and the tight end are all senior players. They've been playing together for a couple years, and you can tell that they were not phased when they got punched in the mouth early, and we were when we got punched in the mouth in the third quarter. We lost the middle eight, about 21 points. We gave up a score before the half, and then we go 3 and out. They score, 3 and out. They score, and next thing you know, there's 21-point swing in a 5-minute span. The thing, Tulsa, we got to get over as a team is when things go bad right now, we start getting a poor look in our eye, like a roller coaster is going to occur, and we got to get out of that. We also have to make some plays down the field. We threw the ball up all night tonight on what we thought we had an advantage with our wideouts and their corners, and we didn't make very many plays. I thought Baylor's play was just okay. Did a poor job tackling, and that offense makes you tackle one-on-one situations. I thought the penalty before the half really hurt us right there on the holding. That's a 21-7 right there. 2 plays later, Baylor sack fumble on 3rd and 17, and they go score to make it 14-14. So had a chance to take a 2-score lead in the first half. I also was proud of our fight. We got a 4th down stop in the fourth quarter, and we got a score in the fourth quarter. Our kids didn't give up. And I told Coach, I was like, look, I'm not trying to do anything dumb here. I want to get our guys to fight and teach our program to fight and teach our quarterback to fight. And I was proud of the way we did that. There's going to be peaks and valleys. Right now we're in a little bit of a valley. Nobody said this was going to be easy. That's a good football team. We could play them several times, and we would, with what we have right now and where we're at, we'd need to get some breaks and play better to have a chance to win, and we didn't do that. So I thought we were sloppy at times. Offensively, I thought Baylor played just okay, and defense cannot give up that many points and yards. So questions?
Could you go into more detail on your evaluation of Baylor Hayes' performance?
Yeah, I mean, he is a second career start, second appearance or third appearance in a college football game. And I thought he hung in there. Thought he played tough. Thought he made some off-schedule plays, but he also missed some guys. Like we had Booker wide open on the sideline on a double move at tempo, and he underthrew it. Can't hold on to the ball as long as he's holding on to it and putting our O-line in tough spots. But he also has some escapability factors and some it factor. And he doesn't play scared. He really doesn't. He has no fear, and he wasn't nervous. And he was going to have to play dang near perfect for us to win. And I'd say we give him a B, B+. I thought he did some good things. I mean, the last interception's not his fault. It was a drop ball. So, yeah, it's a lot of issues, but we'll get there. We got a tough stretch here, and he's going to – we'll see what happens this week in practice if Kirk's available to go.
Beyond the obvious, what would you have liked to have seen him do on the after the holding call and you get the 3rd and 17 and he scrambles and gets it knocked away? Kind of what in a better situation would you have wanted to see?
Yeah, I'd like to see him check it down right there. They played off coverage and played drop 8, and he held on the ball for probably 5 seconds in the pocket, and you just can't do that. Take the low element, check it down, get a field goal out of it. At that point you're up 2 scores. But yeah, I mean, it's 3rd and 17. He's got to play enough football to know, hey, 3rd and 17, you ain't going to get it very many times. Like, you can't be holding on the ball back there. Check it down to the low element and see if we can get a field goal out of it.
You got probably, you can't get a more better case scenario than you got from your defense to start the game.
Mm-hmm.
What was the philosophical things you were trying to do to maybe get to that point?
Yeah, you got to stop the fullback. Thought we did an okay job of that, but the quarterback gutted us. I don't know how many yards he had, but I bet he had 180 by himself. I mean, that's one of the best players in our conference. So he is a dude. Very impressed at his speed. 2 3rd and 15s. You can't blitz a ton because if you blitz and they run an option play, it's going to split for a 20-yard gain. So you kind of got to play coverage and try to rush the passer, and they're not great at pass protection. And then he breaks 2 tackles, and Ray Coney doesn't wrap up, and Josh Anglin doesn't wrap up, and next thing you know, it's 1st and 10. So we had some opportunities to get him off the field. We didn't. But that kid's good. Blake's a great player, and I can't say enough good things about him.
What kind of things did you talk to your team about when you did get the early momentum from your defense and were able to get up on them?
I mean, the sentiment at halftime was we were right there and didn't play well. I didn't think we played great in the first half. We got some turnovers, which were big, got a short field. But we didn't play great on defense in the first half for sure. We missed tackles all over the place. They were going up and down on us. Then offensively, you stall out, and then you don't get the ball back for another 6 minutes. So they got a great plan, man. They do a lot of good stuff.
You talked about it a bit before, and you talked about it in the fall camp about how will we handle adversity now through 2 games. How do you gauge how your team has handled it so far?
Yeah, we're 1-2. We knew this was going to be one of the toughest stretches on our schedule with Navy, who they've won 15 of their last 18 ball games, and it's really good. They beat Oklahoma. They're good. They won a bunch of games, and they know how to win. We don't right now. But we knew that was going to be a tough one. Oklahoma State on the road Friday night. Going to be very excited to play that game. My kids will be excited for that. Then you got Tulane and Memphis. So you got 3 of the top 4 teams in the league right here in a row. Biggest thing we got to do is keep them together. I still think we got a chance to win some games this year and achieve goals. And I was very positive with them in the locker room. Like, we need to gain confidence from the things we did well and not dwell on the things we're doing poorly. Do we have to play better to win at this level with the best teams in our league? Absolutely. Are we there yet? No. Do I think we'll get there? Yes, very, very soon. I can see it. I like our fight. I think our kids care a lot. We just need a few more plays to be made in critical moments, and we're gonna have that one breakout game. I don't know when it's gonna be. Could be this week. Could be next week. Could be the week after. But I like our team. I think we have a competitive football team.
That middle 8 stretch you were talking about, or especially in the second quarter when you had to settle for field goal and then they drive, it's such a fine line with Navy especially, and they are really good at sort of capitalizing in those moments. I assume you probably talked to your team about that sort of thing this week, but you kind of have to go through it, especially with some of the young players, see it and learn from it that way.
Yeah, and the experience we're getting right now is invaluable. And it's not like we're going out there and getting our head beat in. I don't feel that way. I feel like we are in games, and we're going to be in close games, and we have a talent level to be in close games. It's the coach's job to win those close games. So, I know it got away from us there a little bit in the third quarter, but I thought we were competitive for 4 quarters. And, yeah, to go through that experience is going to help us. I could talk about it until I'm blue in the face. Hey, guys, here's the middle 8. Here's how they do it. Here's how we're going to do it. But when you get hit in the mouth and it's coming right down your throat at speed with good players, it's a whole different ballgame. Redshirt freshman quarterback, we can sit here and make excuses. He's got to play better. He knows it. But I think we did some good things tonight.
I'm just curious about Micah Tease being out today, the American side and availability.
Yeah, that was an internal discipline issue, violation of team rules, and he'll be back with us this week.
You can comment on Elijah Green's interceptions. Gave you great momentum, and you capitalized on it early. So
yeah, we got 3 turnovers. That was big. Unfortunately, we gave it back to him about 3 times on 4th down stops and a sack fumble, and we had a pick there late. So, yeah, I was very excited for Elijah. You don't expect to get interceptions against Navy. Like, we're telling those guys to fit the perimeter all week. Like, we didn't even work on Skelly. That's another thing you don't realize. Your practice schedule changes completely because you can't go against each other. There's no carryover schematically. So you're doing all scout team all week. And I thought that affected us a little bit and, maybe review how we do that versus Army. But excited to get back to good on good this week. But you don't plan on having interceptions versus Navy or Army. You certainly weren't talking a lot about it, but I'm glad we got him. 1 tip ball and 1 great play by him. But I think he's a great player, and he's going to continue to be a great player. And it's good to see him bounce back. He had a tough week last week. He got beat on a couple balls late in the game.
Performance tonight.
I would say to begin, started off really, really well. I was comfortable, and I was in a rhythm. I thought as the game progressed, I have to be more consistent. I think I lacked that throughout the 3rd and 4th quarter in crucial moments. There are certain crucial moments where I made mistakes where I can't do certain things, That comes with experience. That comes with time. I learned a lot tonight, but I feel like I can be way better. And my team deserves a way better version of me.
On the 3rd and 17 play, kind of what did you see and what happened from your perspective?
On what part of the game?
On the strip sack fumble, when you're going after the holding
I remember.
penalty
Yes,
that
sir.
wiped out the touchdown?
We had a drop back pass, kind of a vertical choice concept. Just climbed up in the pocket, and my mental timer needs to be a little bit quicker. I didn't get the ball off soon enough. We were in field goal range.
It seemed like there were some deeper shots that you made that maybe you were just off here or there. What did you, I guess, think about kind of your accuracy and how you threw the deep
Yeah,
ball
I
tonight?
definitely need to work on my deep ball accuracy. I think down the field shots, I was not consistent enough. Those explosives are huge. I didn't hit on those explosives, which really could have changed the momentum of the game.
So, Elijah, can you, I guess, talk us through kind of your 2 interceptions tonight and kind of what you saw on those 2 plays?
The first one is really just being right place, right time. I kind of just was playing not cover one, but I was playing man on my man, and I look up, the ball's there, so I just made a play on it. And then the second one, just kind of playing off the quarterback a little. Like, we was in forward, but I know I had to pass it off to my safety, which is very, very reliable. So I passed it off and, just watched the quarterback. Didn't play it too good, so he did not throw it. But as soon as he threw it, I knew that it was mine.
So, Coach Edwards mentioned that you had a rougher week last week. Kind of what was your mentality, I guess, at least individually, to have as big of a bounce back week as you had this week?
Yes, sir. I think the mentality was just coming into this knowing that I'm better than what I showed. I think last week I was just in my head and I wasn't being me. I wasn't riling my team up like I usually do. I wasn't just focused. And now I think that this game, when I got to regain focus, I got to fly around, be there for my team, and I think I do better on that too. Like, I think I need to be better on just riling up my guys and just making sure our energy stays the same through the fourth quarter.
What went well for you guys in the first half defensively that turned around in the second half?
Really, I'm just say, like, I think we were just our energy level. I think I got to do a better job on just making sure we keep that energy level high, because when we play with energy, we play fast and we play very, very, very good. And I just got to make sure I keep that going from the first, second to third to fourth. Like, no matter how much, how the game is going, we got to stay the same, be the same, keep our pillars the same, and get to the ball fast, because that's what's working.